Look, we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win.
It's a new generation.
And we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win.
It's a new generation.
Look, we came here to win. Locks in consciousness, we plant-based with the scholarship. Dr. Sadie raised higher frequencies. Please don't throw off my energy. Look how I set the tone. Pull out your camera phone. I'm kinda loud with it, but there ain't nothing wrong. I'm just a different soul in this vehicle, trying not to crash. That's unbelievable.
Welcome everyone to Queenz of Queenz. This is Queen Myesha here. The topic of today is the importance of optimum health and nutrition. Again, the topic is the importance of optimum health and nutrition. We all know we need food to stay alive, so let's choose the healthier choice. We're going to be discussing how food plays a major part in our balance, in our mental, our spiritual, and our emotional stability. So who's on the line with us today?
Greetings and blessings to all the listeners and family. My name is Dedan Kimathi. It's very nice to meet you. What I do is organic gardening, beekeeping. I'm a holistic healer, massage therapist, practicing herbalist, here to treat and greet the people.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
Alkaline Dada, Uhuru Sasa, Shalom, Salam, Hotep, Aharabani and Dada. My name is King Aijalon, President and founder of Lordansubu and Joint African Markets. We are cultural engineers and social architects. We use the building blocks of the ancient past, the past, and the present to create and design a future collectively for Africans. One of the building blocks that we'll be talking about today is correct and healthy food versus artificial food and its negative effects on the neural system of the mind, the spirit, and the body. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope this is something that you will like, share, and discuss and comment. Peace and blessings, family.
Absolutely. Very well put. So the discussion is open.
Hey, this is King Aijalon once again from Lordansubu. From a spiritual point, I am a high priest of ancient mystery science, the science of spirituality and the spiritual sciences. I'm called Lordansubu under that title. And I want to enter your conscious, into your awareness about the importance of right diet. The stomach has membranes. The body, skin is membranes. So the key word that we need to know is brain. All parts of the brain has a function, and all parts of the brain has to be fed. Sunlight feeds the skin, which is a membrane. Food feeds the stomach, which is a membrane. Within creation, it has an order. That which created this planet created things in order and consistent to the anatomy and the biology of our bodies. There's different fruits and vegetables that affect different organs. When the right combination is in the body, a frequency vibes will allow the spiritual energy to receive the nutrients. Also, that which created this creation on this earth that provided these dietary substances to sustain the body and to make cells and to make the nutrients that feeds the body to regenerate itself comes from a thought. So we're well thought of. And so if you want to know what the creator's thoughts is, you have to put the substances that he created for the body, then you'll be in that thought. So food helps the brain, it helps the mind, it helps the conscious, it helps the thought, and it helps the thinking. And they produce thoughts versus sugars and salts. They produce low frequencies, and most people who have unhealthy diets They are in a violent thought. They're in a lustful thought. They're in a passionate thought. We have Dedan Kimathi, who knows a little bit about botany, about vegetation, and also he's a beekeeper. He does honey. He can identify certain plants and vegetables that will heal the body from the different ailments that people today are suffering. Cancers, mucus. Those are man-made constructs by putting the wrong thing in. There are certain herbs and herbs that can go into the body that can kick out any toxicity or contamination. And we'll get deeper into that part of the discussion. But the key point that King Aijalon and Lordansubu wants you to know, that food relates to your spiritual self, your mental self, and your physical self, which creates atmosphere. Atmosphere creates altitude. So when you talk about the higher frequencies, the food creates an atmosphere in your body, which causes you to go to higher altitudes within your self frequency, which produces a higher manifestation of your being living on this planet. With that, I'll come back and we'll discuss a little bit more from the perspective of mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah, wonderful. So, how many of on the line are vegans and vegetarian? I'm not a vegan or vegetarian. I aspire to be one day.
I, Dedan Kimathi, I am vegan. And what I can honestly say that me transitioning to becoming a vegan was one of the best choices in my life. Prior to me becoming a vegan, you know, I ate like so many others out there that, you know, so many other listeners, you know, a lot of fast food. Me always on the go at work, I would always get out of the work truck and always go to these fast food restaurants, the McDonald's, the KFCs and all that right there. I did not come to the realization what I was doing to myself until I always would get sick constantly over and over and over. The reason being is because of the diet. That was a direct result. It was a lot of high fructose corn syrups, a lot of fried foods that I intook, and that just sent my system into a spiral, you know, because what I did by me eating all of those high fructose corn syrups and all of the fried foods, that was basically me adding acid into my diet, opposed to something that's going to be more of organic and, you know, something that's, you know, that will add nutrients to the body. A lot of the sugars, also coffee, we have soda, all of that is acidic. All germs, disease, and pathogens thrive in an acidic environment. However, once you change that from becoming acidic to alkaline, no germs, disease, and pathogens thrive in an alkaline environment. It's just basically building up an impenetrable, you know, how can I say it, immune system. It's building up a wall to not allow all type of germs and disease and pathogens to invade one's body. A great way to look at that is like a pond. When you look at a pond is stagnant water. You have mosquito larvae, you have tadpoles, you have different birds of prey that come in that eat the tadpoles, frogs, and different things of that nature. They defecate into that water. That water is stagnant and it's motionless. That's acidic. If you try to drink that water, it's bad business for you. However, if you drink river water that's always running and flowing, the result will be much better. That's what you want to. You want to have your body in that type of state to where it's like a river always flowing. That way, no germs, pathogens, and disease can cling to your body. And, you know, next thing you know, your throat is itchy, scratching, and then you will become sick. Another thing also that I would like to speak on also is the dairy, the intake of dairy, cheese, milks, and stuff like that. Mucus is one of the number one things that germs and disease, they thrive in mucus also. So
No.
back to me becoming a vegan, by me doing that, that was one of the best things that ever transpired in my life. And I no longer get sick like how I used to when I was always getting out of the work truck and just recklessly just putting anything in my body without even taking in consideration what I was doing.
Now I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Was it difficult for you to transition to a vegan, or was it just one day you were just like, this is it, and this is the decision I make, and you never turned back?
Well, once I put in my mind, wait, hold on, I'm getting sick all the time, man. I need to do something about this. Of course, we all know nobody likes that feeling of becoming sick, with the phlegm build up all in your neck, your nose is all stuffed up. So I was like, wait a minute, what am I really doing to myself? Once I came to the realization what I was actually putting into my system, I said to myself, wait a damn minute, I really need to do something about this. So the transition was very easy for me, knowing what I was doing to myself. When you think of a vehicle, if that vehicle tells you to put a particular weight of oil in that car, or to put a certain make of gas in there, you will do that to make sure that your car is functioning correctly. We don't take that same consideration. We don't look at our bodies the same way. We have more love for material than we do our actual bodies, and we only get one body. All the material stuff, you can get that over and over and over. You can get the shoes, the cars, and the clothes and things of that nature, but a body, you only get one of those. So I recommend everyone just really dig deep and think about what you're doing to one of the number one assets in your life, and that's your body.
I mean, I think because like you and I discuss about my nutrition, and I'm honest with you on about the different stuff, and I get a lot of tips from you. Like we were talking yesterday, and I was asking you about like what do you eat for breakfast. I think for me, since I admit that I have an addiction, I have an addiction to sugar, I have an addiction to fried foods, and especially if I'm emotional, if I'm in a negative state, I love getting me some chocolate. I could eat a Snicker and it'll change my mood. But then also, if I'm in a happy state, I could have some ice cream and I feel like even better. So I am addicted to that stuff. So I think for me, being paired up and having access to someone like you really can help me, because when I get to the point where I'm like, well, I go to the grocery store, I don't know what to get. I don't know what kind of healthy foods to put together that taste good. Like you helped me out yesterday, and I got some of the things that you told me to get. And I think that just keeping you know, it took me some time to get this addiction. So I think being paired up with someone like you is going to take me time to lose that addiction and keep on hearing the positive things that you say and the truthful things you say about nutrition and the body, and myself knowing that it's true, but just keeping on hearing it. So when I, like, for instance, today I was at work and we have a vending machine in the lounge, and I had $1 in my bag, and I was like, it would be really nice if I had some Snickers right now. But you know what? Your voice popped in my head and I didn't do it. For lunch today, I had some fruit, instead of going for the Snicker. So I think it's a very good thing. So people out there, if you're listening and you want to have a healthier diet, try to pair up with someone or listen to something on YouTube or listen to what we're saying right now over and over, and really try to digest what you're doing to your body and just change the decisions one decision at a time. Some people can do it all at once like you did, and some people like myself, I feel like it's going to take a little bit of time, but I know I could do it.
Exactly. The addiction, you spoke of as far as the addiction to food. What a lot of people really don't understand and know, they weaponize the food. The addiction comes from the way that the food is prepped and prepared. This Food and Drug Administration is very, very terrible. All of the alphabets, you know, they are on the same, the so-called, what we call them, the alphabet boys. FBI's, FDA, CDC, all of these people are really satanic and devilish. They are out for monetary gain only. So what they'll do is they will mass produce a lot of the stuff that we eat on a day-to-day basis. The sugars. Right now, the sugar that we intake is, again, it's weaponized. It's actually basically like one molecule away from being crack cocaine or coke, you know, drugs.
I testify that is absolutely correct. Absolutely.
And what I would recommend is a natural sweetener, something like a local honey. Wherever you reside, get a local honey for any type of sweetener. The honey is great for you because it's, you know, antibiotic. It's antifungal, antibacterial. That's some great stuff, and I recommend sugar over any type of, you know, the honey over any type of sugar. Sugar in the raw is good also. The reason why sugar is white like that because all of the nutrients are bleached out of that to begin with. So all of the sugar, starch, even when you fry foods too, when you put food in any type of grease, once the grease reaches a certain temperature, it chemicalizes, and that's a drug in itself too, and it's a carcinogen too that open up doors and ventilation shafts and windows to cancers. So a great way to think of how you can make a transition to eating right and eating to live is before you put anything into your mouth, just ask a very simple question. Is this food going to heal me or is this food going to kill me?
Can you please say that? Can you please say that again? Because that rings in my head too when I want to eat something bad.
Once again, before you intake any type of food or any type of beverage, please ask yourself the question, is this going to heal me or is this going to kill me? I think about that all the time I eat certain stuff. You know, is this going to be beneficial to my health? Right now, too, we are in the flu season and the cold season. So you really, really need to be mindful of what we intake. Not to mention, you know, a lot of us, we follow certain holidays like Thanksgiving. We follow Christmas and all of these different holidays. Keep in mind a different diet and the stuff that we intake. The alcohol, you know, all of the sweets, eggnogs, all of that different stuff, the dairies, all of that stuff is just compounding. And now, again, here we are in the flu season. It just sends the body into a downward spiral, and then next thing you know, you are sick.
So
Exactly.
I have a question for you. So we talked about why people should be more conscious about what they put into their body, but I think one of the hardest things in the transition to eating healthy is what to eat. So what I asked you yesterday.
I would like to speak on that right there.
Okay.
Me, off and on, I went from a vegan to a vegetarian to a carnivore diet. The longest I was on a vegan diet, it was 3 years, and the longest I was on a vegetarian diet was 7. Other than that, it's been, you know, carnivorous off and on. And the reason I'm saying that because there's an energy when you're around flesh eaters. It's like a gravity. The more you are around people who do certain things, you assimilate, you associate, you assimilate. When you're around vegans and vegetarians, you know, they have a lot of interesting dishes, you know, and first, oh my God, ugh, you know, and then you try it, and you're like, wow, and your body says yes, your mind says yes, your spirit says yes, and just to get into the transition, you would need to alkaline your body. And alkaline is putting oxygen in your body. So water has oxygen in it. So that's when they say alkaline water is oxidizing your body. Your blood needs it, your vessels need it, your arteries need it, your stomach needs it. All parts of your body need what they call liquid oxygen, or oxygen that is a molecule inside liquid, H2O. And the best way you can alkaline your body, or to eat your alkaline water, is strawberries. They got 92% of alkaline water. Mangoes, 83%. Cucumbers, 96%. Grapes, 80%. Watermelon, 92%. Romaine lettuce, 96%. Raspberry, 95%. Apples, 84%. Oranges, 90%. Zucchini, 98%. Peaches, 89%. Cherries, 81%. Bell peppers, 92%. Raspberry, 90%. Papaya, 91%. Cherries, cherry tomatoes, 94%. Pears, 84%, etc. And these are fun foods. These are tasty foods. So when we think of being vegan or vegetarian, or when we think about eating plant-life, it's not, oh, it's nasty. These are some fun-tasting smells. These are fun-tasting tastes that when it hits the roots of the tongue, when it touches the lip, when it goes down the throat, even when it goes into the intestinal wall before it hits the stomach, right? It releases chemicals that make the body happy. It makes the body sing. It causes a vibration and a frequency within the body. And so these are some of the fruits that, if one don't know if they want to be vegan, or they don't know if they can take it, or if they're going to like it, you can start off with the things I just suggested. And I would like to go further into like ginger, which is one of my favorite. Ginger stops ovarian cancer, nausea. It's an aphrodisiac. It helps with liver dilatation. It helps with hypertension. It improves the appetite. It takes away morning sickness. It takes away motion sickness. It helps with weight loss. It helps with muscle pain. It helps with migraine. It reduces high blood pressure. It counterbalances sugar. There are so many benefits inside the vegetation and plant life that we have here on planet Earth in its natural state. And the way we know the authenticity of the vegetables is that they bear seed after their own kind. GMOs, sometimes they don't produce seed. So you have to be careful what they label natural and what they label organic. Natural means that it was grown with some dirt that didn't have no pesticides in it, but the vegetation might have some. Organic means that the vegetation don't have any what's the word I'm looking for again? Pesticides, but the ground does. So one has pesticides in the ground, but not on the vegetation. The other one has pesticides on the vegetation and on the ground. And so you have to be careful when these people use natural and organic. The word that you want to look for is originally grown, right? And it's the original aspect when you have healthy ground and you have healthy fruits and vegetables that has not been sprayed with anything. And to know that you have a healthy garden, you're producing healthy food, you'll see butterflies, you'll see bumblebees, blackjacks, okay? These release a pollen on the fruits and vegetables that stops other insects from eating the food, believe it or not. If you notice, even dragonflies, they add to the ecosystem and keeps out the parasites from attacking your food. And the reason I'm telling you this, because it's time for people to go in their backyards and start gardening. Just touching the earth with your hands and watching what you grow, it's therapeutic to the mind. It's healthy for the soul. You have to remember, the spirit is looking out the windows of the eye, exploring this. You are a spiritual being in a physical body. The physical body is made up of earth, and the spirit is made up of sunlight. Together along with water, they merge. And so another healthy benefit of ginger, it thins the blood, it freshens the breath, it eliminates intestinal gas. It's an anti-inflammatory. It has antioxidants. It protects against prostate cancer. It produces healthy sweating. It boosts the immune system. All these things are found in ginger.
So that's very good information. But now people who are like I said, listening like myself, that's good to know the individual foods. But what I really need to know, and what I've talked to, we were talking about earlier to Dedan Kimathi, or yesterday, was the exact foods, like what can someone eat in the morning, what can someone eat for lunch, and what's a simple meal that someone could eat for dinner.
For me, I'll get my morning started off normally. I love avocados. That's a very great alkaline fruit. Very good. And what I do is I get what is called Ezekiel bread. Toast it up real good. I don't use regular butter. What I utilize is something called Earth Balance. And Earth Balance, that's soy free and is vegan, non-GMO, and zero trans fat.
And where can people find this stuff from if they want to try this stuff? Where can they find it? Can they just find it at any grocery store?
Well, I wouldn't say any grocery store.
Okay.
You would definitely find it at places like Sprouts, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, places like that right there. That's health conscious. And sometimes you may even find some of these things at maybe Walmart. Because Walmart, I noticed they a lot of these places have basically transitioned to selling GMO product, non-GMO, non-GMO products. But if you go to a place like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and Sprouts, you would find any and everything that you need there, most definitely. So back to what I normally would make in the morning, I would just basically start it off very simple with, again, I would toast up some Ezekiel bread and apply my butter. And again, it's not regular butter, it's, again, Earth Balance, powered by plants. And I would just, spread that on there. Add the avocado, slice them up real nice, put it on a toast, and I sprinkle pink Himalayan sea salt on the avocado. And that right there is some great stuff right there. That started my day off just great right there.
So now the question is, are you hungry? Like after, like how long does that food actually last in your system before your body's telling you that you need more food?
That'll last, pretty much until lunchtime for the most.
Okay.
And then during lunchtime I have something very simple, like maybe like a salad or something like that right there. But you never want to overwhelm your system with we do a lot of pigging out and overwhelming our system with a lot of stuff that we intake. Your digestive system is not made for all that stuff that we just intake on a day-to-day basis. So you really want to monitor the intake on all these multiple meals and the different stuff that you put into your body on a day-to-day basis. In fact, you don't even need all those multiple meals daily like that too. The body really, one meal a day will have you all good for the most, to be truthful. One solid meal a day. That way you don't have to worry about overwhelming your system all like that right there. You can survive all that right there. And it will, even if you are a bodybuilder, some people think you need all the different proteins and all the different meats and all. No, you don't need all that right there. You really don't. We killing ourselves and not healing ourselves.
Wow.
it's another great way to think of it too. See, we are backwards with how we think. You know, we always want the best house. We always want the best car, the best clothes. We never really take into consideration having the best body. If you don't have the best body, all that wanting the best house, the best cars, the best clothes, you'll never be able to have all that unless you have the best body to be able to, you know, have, you know, enjoy all that right there. Because if your health is in shambles, you won't even be able to be on this earth to appreciate all of this, you know, intangible things that we always chase on a day-to-day basis. Chase health. We'll be all right. And another thing that the key to take into consideration too, to all the proud parents out there, our children monitor all that we do. So we are not going to be here forever. We will definitely perish. That's one thing we know for certain. We're not checking out of here alive. So when we do check out of here, we want to make sure that our children see and know how to obtain a healthy body, even to live. A healthy body is a healthy mind also. So, you know, if your children healthy, then that's a great chance that your bloodline is going to be healthy. They'll pass it down to theirs, and their children, your grandchildren will pass it down to theirs. You just have a long, strong, healthy family. You know, the actual family tree will be strong, the roots real strong and long.
Now, what do you guys think about the mushrooms? I know we talked about the healthy benefits of mushroom and how it could sometimes be a substitute for meat.
Oh yes, the fungus among us. That's what I love. I love the mushrooms. And a lot of people, with the immediate thought process, when a person thinks of becoming a vegan, they think of just eating like a rabbit, like you just always eat lettuce, and that's, you know, no. It's a lot of great options, and it's all in the seasoning also. I remember when I first came across the mushrooms, it was many moons ago, and I was in San Francisco in the Fillmore district, and one of my ex-girlfriends, her mother ended up sauteing a portobello mushroom, and I swear it tastes just like some steak. It was so good. I don't know what she put on that particular mushroom, but I really thought it was a steak. I never knew that you could season a mushroom like that right there. So you can, you know, a lot of people, we have been programmed as far as texture when it comes to stuff. A mushroom will have the same texture as meat. I make mushroom burgers all the time out of the portobello mushroom. That's one of the best things ever right there. I highly recommend for us to start eating the mushrooms. You know, the mushroom is, again, it's high in antioxidants, and again, you won't even know really what you're eating. You can make tacos. You can make a lot of stuff out of the mushrooms.
Now, what do you think about that, King Aijalon? Have you taste the mushrooms?
Even though Western civilization classified mushroom as a fungus, it's really not. Funguses don't grow in the shape that mushrooms grow in. They don't grow in the variety. Mushrooms are really a bacterial food that counters bacteria in the body. And there's a wide variety of mushrooms all over the planet. So I love them. I love them sauteed. I love them to bake with them. I love them in soups. I love them raw in salad. One thing when you do a vegan or vegetarian diet or in your lifestyle, you don't have to eat that much. One meal a day is called 2 meals, but you must snack throughout the day. Mushrooms are a healthy snack. It revitalizes the body, and it helps with the memory. And also it helps build the muscles. I love mushrooms. I love the taste. I love the varieties that they come in. I love the different texture. And as a meat substitute, they're chewy enough to make any meal if it's prepared right, especially in lasagna, to make you feel like you got some turkey meat or you got some hamburger in without even having any meat. It's a good substitute for meat inside spaghettis also, or on pizza. Mushrooms are definitely a power food. I highly, strongly suggest that you get familiar with the different varieties of mushrooms and find your flavor, and also find your seasoning. Different seasonings bring out different aromas inside mushrooms when they're being sauteed. Different types of butter. Some people use a little peanut oil. Some people use different types of butter. Me, I prefer using a little sesame seed oil when I cook my mushrooms. With a little peanut oil, it gives it a bright flavor. And it has 3 different tastes. So when it goes down, when it hits the lips, when it hits the tongue, and when it goes down, it goes smooth. Also, mushroom helps push out the fecal matter inside your intestinal wall and inside your colon. So it's a cleanser also. Mushrooms are great.
Oh wow! And, I bought some yesterday too. I have not tried them yet, but I did buy some, and I am eager to try it. I'll probably cook it up tomorrow after I get home from work. So you guys are really helping me out.
That's what we're here to do. Some health benefits also for the mushroom too is, they contain B vitamins, a powerful antioxidant called selenium, and what the selenium basically supports the immune system and prevents damage to cells and tissues. So that mushroom is really some great stuff. So I highly recommend that right there. We really need to eat to live and transition from eating all of this garbage. Another thing too about all the flesh that we intake, we have to take into consideration what the actual livestock is eating. They eat a lot of the food. They are fed a lot of beef, chickens, and all that stuff. They eat a lot of this corn. Corn is one of the #1 genetically modified organisms here in America, to the point where other countries will not even take grains and corns and things of that nature because they are not into the GMOs, all the herbicides and pesticides that's in the actual food. So when the livestock is being fed, they intake a lot of these GMOs too. So you are what you eat. So again, we want to monitor what we intake too, even with the vegetables too. They have it down so to the point now where they are putting chemicals in the food called atrazine. And when you get a chance, please research atrazine. And it's a doctor by the name of Tyrone Hayes. He is a scientist out of UC Berkeley, Tyrone Hayes. And he did a study on atrazine. And what he did, he went off to the runoff where the produce gets watered, and right where the little creeks or where the water runs off from the vegetation getting watered, it's tadpoles in those small bodies of water right there. He did some testing on tadpoles. To his surprise, the male tadpoles turned into female tadpoles, female frogs. That was a direct result from the chemical agent atrazine.
Wow.
So a lot of the atrazine is all within our produce. So we intake that, and that's tweaking our system, and that's allowing us to become real effeminate, and it's removing a lot of the testosterone from us.
I've heard of that. I've heard that the government is trying to take the masculinity out of men,
Oh, yeah.
and my theory is, so when the government starts to put more of a clinch on us, like more than what they're already doing right now, there'll be no one else to rise against them, because all the men will be so feminized that they won't even know that they have the strength to even really, especially if it's a physical battle, to rise against oppressors.
Absolutely. Well, see, again, when you think about the food, it's not for the body, it's for the mind also.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be in the right state of mind to win any type of battle. So if you're not in the right state of mind, you will not win at all.
Mm-hmm.
So again, diet is the key to all of that. Also, how to make alkaline water. What you can do is get 1 gallon of any type of water, Crystal Geyser, any type of water. Get 1 lime and a pinch of pink Himalayan sea salt, and that will alkalize the water. That will change the water from an acidic state to an alkaline state. And again, no germs, disease, or pathogens thrive in an alkaline environment. However, if it's acidic, expect all type of stuff to come about as a result to your body being in an acidic state.
Yeah, that water at Walmart is super expensive. The alkaline water, it's like $4 or $5. So I'm so glad learn something else. You know that
absolutely.
I'm gonna try that also.
Oh yes, get that big jug of Crystal Geyser.
Also,
1 key lime.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
I just want to point out how it's very important to your membranes, which is your body. The whole body is made of membranes, which are made of cells, that you do not put mucus of any sort into your body, especially animal mucus, which is cheese, which is dairy products, and which is milk. Those act as incubators for parasites and funguses and bacteria to grow in your body, because it coats them where the body's natural immune system cannot attack it. They can hide and they can breed in there. So this whole thing about food, it's a science and it's a culture. And your body is a social system. Your body is a galaxy. Your body is a universe. Your body is a solar system. Your body is an earth. Your body is your temple. Your body is where you house your soul. And like Dedan Kimathi said, we want the new Jordans. We want the new PlayStation. We want the new car. That the body renews itself. Cells regenerate. You can create a new body by eating healthy. So if you don't like the way your body feels, or if you don't like the way your body looks, eat healthy.
Absolutely. And if you could do it all at once, sure. But if you're like myself, take some time. Now, there was one point in my life where I was almost 100% vegetarian. What I did was I chose one day out of the week. It was a Tuesday. And on Tuesday, no matter what, I would not eat meat. So either Sunday or Monday, I would prep for Tuesday and have my food prepared for my lunch, have my food prepared for my dinner and for my breakfast. And all of a sudden, that one Tuesday turned to a Tuesday and a Wednesday, a Tuesday and a Wednesday and a Thursday, until all of a sudden, I had one day a week where I was eating meat. And then sometimes I would go a whole 2 weeks without eating meat. So there's different ways of getting there as long as you do get there. Now, King Aijalon, now, you've tried one of my smoothies.
My God, family, this right here is a promotional, this is marketing, this is advertisement, this is reality. When I tried the smoothie, and she has two kinds. One is reddish, and the other one is greenish, and I had the opportunity to taste both. Wow, talking about blowing your mind away. This right here, when it goes into your body, it quenches it, and it automatically dehydrates it. But it is bursting with so many different flavors. It makes the body tingle. It makes the spirit happy. It makes you want to look at her and give her a high five and say, hey, we need to put this in the marketplace. And, I don't even know what the ingredients are. I know I tasted it. I know I tasted some spinach and some other things, and that's her secret ingredient. The best thing we can do is comment, like, share, and ask her. Say, hey, King Aijalon was excited about this movie. You need to give us, the rest of us, some smoothies, you know, and we'll buy them. And that way we can employ some people in our community. I'm telling you, family, the smoothie had my mind still. You know how we have a lot of thoughts racing? It had my stomach not upset. It had my stomach calm. It gave me the energy to carry out the day, and I woke up into the next day robust, rejuvenated, and ready to just get busy and meet life challenges. And I'm telling you, I was at a low when I met the sister, and she introduced me to this movie. Matter of fact, when we would talk, you know, my main concern was, you know, that damn what you're talking about, Granny, skip that. When are you going to bring some more smoothies? I mean, they're amazing. Absolutely phenomenal.
And they're good. Honestly, they're good for kids. That's how I started making the smoothie, because my daughter wouldn't eat vegetables, and so the pediatrician said, "Well, why don't you try making smoothies?" And so that's what kind of really started me with the smoothie journey. And my daughter loves this smoothie. She actually asks for them. And to me, it's better than what most people would do in their kitchen, which is get the vegetables and they put them in a pan and saute them and put butter on them, put seasoning. I get my vegetables and they're raw. And what I do, if I cannot get organic vegetables, what I do is I soak my vegetables in baking soda. And from the research that I've done, the baking soda helps remove the pesticides and some of the other stuff that's put on the vegetables that might harm you. And also with the apples, I soak my apples, but I also soak my apples in warm water if they're not organic, to try to get that wax off of them. And actually in the water, it's so disgusting because you can see the waxy buildup on the water after you soak your vegetables in baking soda. Yes. So you guys, so we're gonna have to wrap this up. This was a great topic. I know it's gonna help tons of people because I've learned something new and it's inspiring me. And I know tomorrow when I go to work, I'm gonna hear both of you guys' voices ringing in my head, giving me positive energy on remaining to eat healthy and to make healthier choices throughout my day.
And we suggest that everyone in the listeners follow Queen Myesha and let our voice ring in your head for healthier choices. You only have one life to live, so live it healthy.
Absolutely.
King Aijalon from the Lord of Commands. Peace out, family.
Absolutely.
Peace out. Dedan Kimathi. Stay hydrated, my people, and eat to live and live to eat.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Queen Myesha here. This is Queenz of Queenz Radio. The topic tonight was the importance of optimum health and nutrition. Follow us. We have a lot of more great topics that we talk about. This discussion group is called Kings and Queen Group Discussion. Please follow us on Facebook. You can find us on Queenz of Queenz, and go to YouTube to also find us at Queenz of Queenz Radio, or just put Queenz of Queenz. That's QUEENZ of QUEENZ Radio. Thank you, and we will see you again.
Thank you. Peace.
Look, we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win.
It's a new generation.
And we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win, yeah, we came here to win.
It's a new generation.
Look, we came here to win. Locks in consciousness. We plant-based with the scholarship. Dr. Sadie raised higher frequencies. Please don't throw off my energy. Look how I set the tone. Pull out your camera phone. I'm kinda loud with it, but there ain't nothing wrong. I'm just a different soul in this vehicle, trying not to crash. That's unbelievable. I know we all will, so enjoy the ride. It's a good day to be alive. You gotta keep it true on either side. This kind of lifestyle, it should be glorified. Yeah, we more than high, that's out of context. This an elevated kind of mindset. Where we set in space, I know it's timeless. I'm a living cell, kill the virus.
It's a new generation.
And we ain't got no time to be wasting.
It's a new generation.
And we ain't got no time to be wasting. Yo,